Welcome back, everyone. Nick and Lex here. Thank you so much for joining me today to this new episode of Music with Nick. I appreciate you all being here, and today we're checking out a request by Dave. Thank you so much, Dave, for sponsoring this request. And we're going to look at for me, a quite newer artist, Jackie Venson. Who does rock and blues guitar from Austin, Texas. This video is from 2020. She's currently on tour. Check her out if you like the video, of course. And then also we're going to do the song, of course, here. It says Always Free. And it says, Dave, also FYI, she just might comment, has done in the past with other reactions. So, if you see this, Jackie, thank you so much for letting me react to your music. I appreciate it. And I wanted to do a little bit of, I didn't want to look so completely, I wanted to make a little bit of research without spoiling the reaction, but a little bit about Jackie here. So she's in her mid-30s. Obviously, she's a musician and who grew up in Austin and went to Berklee College of Music in 2011. But her dad was a musician and most of his life. So also, it's almost like this thing that when your parents are musicians, your path leads to music. I mean, my mom was a musician. My dad wasn't a musician, but he was always involved in music. So I don't know if that has anything to do with it, but her mom wanted her to take some piano and it was just not happening. So she decided to, dedicate herself to the guitar. Also in Berklee, it wasn't like the easiest, for her. It was just like not a place, very competitive. And I've heard some things about, Berklee, that it is just like, the environment is just pretty heavy, And so I wouldn't know, because I was very lucky in my music school. We were kind of like all into the same stuff. We were all into fusion, and we were just, we were just into the same players and to the same music. And in Berklee, it can be, I guess, some more into blues, more into jazz, some into classical. Like, I don't know what goes on there. But I mean, like, one of my favorite musicians are most of them are from Berklee, like, John Petrucci and, John Mayung and Mike Portnoy from Dream Theater. They all come from Berklee. So yeah, I can only imagine, so I guess, but I'm happy that it happened. She graduated in composition and recording, and she opted for the guitar, and it's awesome. I love the guitar. I started with the guitar, and then I went into other things like the piano after, but I mean, it's kind of cool to have that knowledge of, you already know how to read music, you already know composition, and then you just transpose that knowledge onto the guitar, and it makes also a lot of sense, even though us guitar readers or us guitar players are not like very good readers, depending on what you grew up with. But it's just like not that, it's more chords, I guess, than lines and licks and stuff like that, chord progressions and stuff like that. So without further ado, let's check her out. I'm gonna pull up her this is just a little bit, I didn't do like a deep dive, but I just wanted to know about this person that I'm gonna, see her performance. And again, thank you so much, Dave, for sponsoring this. And again, thank you so much, Jackie, for letting us do this. So without further ado, let's pull up the video. All right, so I'm about to pull up the video. So this is Jackie Venson, Always Free, live during ACL Late Night in Austin, Texas. Please go. I'm gonna leave the link of the video in the description to Jackie's YouTube channel. Let's get her to 100,000 subscribers. She's almost there, 97,000. Come on, people, subscribe, please. You know, it does help out. You know, if you want to subscribe to this channel as well, but to hers, please, you know, do so. And yeah, so here is the video. Okay, I hope that's big enough, and let's check it out. Enjoy, people. Full volume, of course. There we go.
All right. Y'all know I gotta play some rock, all right?
Yes, ma'am.
You know, I call this an oldie but a goodie. By the way, it's Stevie Ray Vaughan's birthday, y'all. What better guitar show is going on right now? I don't think there is one. So we are celebrating Stevie Ray Vaughan's birthday. I'm assuming the way he would want us to celebrate it.
Yes.
What do you guys think?
I live in a little house on the side of the street where the grass is dead, but they wanted the concrete. In the summer, I watch the people float by. In the winter, I watch them weep and cry. I live in a little house on the side of the street. Live in a little house on the side of the road where the people starve just to feed their cars and boats. In the fall, the men they stop and shout. In the spring, the women rock about. I live in a little house on the side of the road. Yeah. Oh, try to believe that word will set you free. Only wise men see that we were always free.
I love it. I love it.
I live in a place where the people wonder why the grass is always greener on the other side. In the day they go to work and wait. In the night they drink their fears away. I live in a place where the people wonder why. Oh, try to believe that word will set you free. Only wise men see that we were we're always free.
beautiful.
So I used to do this thing where I would play a line, and I'd sing a line, then I'd play a line, I'd sing a line, and then I would pretend like my guitar had lost the battle. You know, it was cute. And you know, it worked. But I realized that you don't duel your guitar, you're one with your guitar.
Exactly.
You take your guitar's hand and you go into the sunset together. You know? See, we're going into the sunset, y'all.
Nice.
You're always free. Yeah. We're always free.
Oh man, beautiful.
Thanks so much.
Wow, man. Wow, beautiful, 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 beautiful. Thank you. That was awesome. And I could not. I was looking at the guitar, and it's obviously a Stratocaster like body, but I don't know if it's a Fender Strat, if it's a I don't know what it is. A Charvel. What could it be? I mean, it looks like a Strat, but the pickups, the last pickup, I don't know. It could be. Let me know if you know what guitar she was playing. But so let's get to the music. I love her voice. I mean, first of all, the stage presence, the attitude, beautiful, open, smiling. You know, she works the crowd. It's so important, you know, to be, you know, so the crowd is like, you know, likes you right off the bat. And so she's obviously instantly likable because she's smiling and she's nice and she's beautiful and everything. And you know, it's a rare thing, you know, it's a not so often that you see, you know, unfortunately, women on guitars, on bass. You know, one good example I think is, what's her name? I'll come back to her. It's just like escaped my mind. Esperanza Spalding. That's also, she is a little bit, you know, in that she has that little bit of similarity because they also sing and play, you know. So, and just her playing, I loved her playing. I loved her solo. Beautiful tone on the guitar, beautiful reverb and delay, very nice, you know, bends there, and not too much flash, you know, just enough to say, hey, you know, I can play this thing, you know, I can make it sing. Beautiful, you know, not too much like runs and stuff, because it's not necessary, because also the singing was already so impressive that the solo just like killed it, you know. Because a lot of people, especially non-musicians, and they hear a solo and they're like, oh my god, you can do that with the guitar, you know. So it's amazing. And she played really cool, really nice, beautiful bends and licks and thrills, and you know, very, very tasty. And I read that she has some, I mean, Stevie Ray Vaughan, she mentioned him at the beginning, I mean, a legend, but she has Buddy Guy as an influence, but as singers, I think Sade is a beautiful influence to have. Alicia Keys, Amy Winehouse, you know, these are all like legends. And I'm sure, I mean, she's already at that level where she can, you know, just when she plays and sings along to that, she has that control over the fretboard. I love that. And it's just rare, you know, it's rare to see singers who actually also are very efficient at their instrument, but in a, you know, improvisational way, you know. I guess most of piano players who sing chords, like Regina Spektor, you know, they know how to solo and stuff, but not everyone, you know. Sometimes singers are just singers and they have musicians, but I love that she is a solo artist who also is a lead guitar player, you know, and rhythm. And I love that she had her own setup, you know. She had like a backing track instead of like having, you know, it's a smaller venue, of course, so it's kind of hard to have a drummer and a bass player, and it's very loud, you know. So this is a nice setup. You can hear yourself better. This was just fantastic. I'm really, really in love with this, and this was beautiful display of talent and charisma and chops and all the above, you know. So I'm sure Alexia's gonna love this as well. She's just getting started, you know, as a player, and also, you know, just as a musician, to understand, you know, different music like the blues. She, you know, she's kind of like struggling with the blues a little bit, Alexia, because she's so used to classical music and jazz. So if the blues for her is very simplistic in a way, and she doesn't understand that that style is just the way it is, you know. And I also had my, you know, little struggles when I got from classical music into the blues. I just didn't find it so interesting, but it is, you know. It's a whole rabbit hole, and I think she used an amazing blues progression, but also, you know, injected her own, you know, style, you know, soul and you know, just her own rock. Really cool. I loved it. Thank you so much, Dave, for the introduction. And Jackie, of course, if you see this, congratulations. I wish you nothing but great success and inspiration, you know, because that's what we musicians need. We need, you know, inspiration, so we get lyrics and we get chords and songs and stuff together, and it's a hard it's a hard business. It's a hard it's difficult, but sometimes it's also very, very easy. It comes and goes, you know. It's like, I guess, writing or painting or doing anything that's art and stuff like that. Again, thank you so much for this. I hope everybody enjoyed. Please subscribe to Jackie Vincent's YouTube channel. Yeah, leave a comment below if you like the video. Give it a thumbs up. And if you like the channel, please subscribe. I appreciate it. Thank you. And I'll see you all in the next one.